Well, hello model car fans. Welcome to the Muscle Car Modeler. My name is Revell. And this week I'm going to update you on my 71 Mustang Widebody project here that I've been bouncing around on a little bit. But this thing's taking a little bit of time and a little bit of thought on how I'm doing some things and how I'm going to do it. When you really start modifying something, it does affect other things, and you kind of have to figure it out as you go. So I'm running into some of those issues with this, but nothing really bad, just trying to figure out exactly how I'm going to do it. But lots of slipping and mocking and getting all of this stuff done. But I'm getting close to where the interior is pretty much ready to be glued in. But here's how I laid out. The amps are painted with the Revell's chrome spray. I decided to do those in chrome. They're Orion amplifiers, but I really like them, of course. And then got the Molotow chrome on the woofers. I like how those came out. And then just finishing up the interior, like there's the seats with the Mustang emblems and the seat backs and the red steering wheel and the dash and all of this. So this is pretty much done and ready to be glued in. So I started working on, I got all the windows in and blacked out all the trim, and then even the pillar here, that's part of the glass. And, got the dome light there, the rearview mirror in. So this is pretty much ready for the interior to get put in. And one thing I'm kind of discovering with this thing, with lots of mock-up and everything. So this thing, this is ready to be glued in. So, and I like how you can see those woofers and amps through that. So, pretty cool. Stands out, but not, it's, you look in there and you're like, oh, wait a minute, what's going on back there? The woofers, draw your eyes, but then you see all the rest of it in there, the amps and stuff. But I'm really liking how that's looking. Pretty cool. But I got to keep making sure, the black, I'll probably have to touch it up again. But got the tail lights done, the gas cap from the Mach1 in there, and the Mach1 tail panel, of course. And then fitting the chassis. Now this, I've realized, I've got to get this in there and get it all in place. But I'm going to slowly glue a little bit here and there. I'll put the suspension on after it's glued in place. I've also realized doing this that, get the interior back out here, set this down. This engine fits really tightly, and I've actually clearanced these a little bit when sanding. In my previous videos, you can see where I did that. But when you're putting this in, you pretty much are almost squeezing some of this in. Well, with the engine glued in place, I can't do that. And I got to pull these in a little bit in the body. So I also got to glue in the firewall piece. So all of those have been clearanced for the engine, but with this wide body stuff on here, it's a lot harder to spread this body out. You risk cracking the bodywork and paint here doing that. So spreading this body is a little nerve-wracking, and doing it multiple times. But on this one, it seems like I can get it in there, get it in here, and then pop it in this way. But I can't have the front end on. The rear end I can get away with getting it on and then slipping some of that stuff in there. And I might even have to modify the exhaust pipes. So I got to get the interior all glued in, get this glued in. So once this is in the chassis, then I can glue the motor in, lay the motor down, get it in place. But I have to put the motor in and then glue this because the tranny is going to come down into the firewall into here. So I can't really glue this into place. I got these mocked up and glued, the springs there. So those are mocked up and glued and lined up. I open those holes up right there a little bit so that these slide in a little bit easier because they're really tight. And once you start getting paint in there, they are really tight. So the firewall is going to get glued in, and then the motor will get laid in. Then I'll glue this down and get it all, but it's all got to be done in the car. But I do have to assemble the motor. Now the motor, I had white glued it together. Here's the oil pan. I trimmed off the oil filter that was part of it, which I don't need, but I'm going to end up using this oil pan. And I got to fill in that little hole right there, which I don't remember if that's hidden or not. I think the suspension does hide it. but I got to double check that because I'm pretty sure that is hidden. So, but I'll double check that, make sure, and then, you know, if I need to fill that, I will. But the motor, I used the white glue. This stuff really was grabbing, and I had a heck of a time taking it back apart. So, and I even broke a piece, but I re-glued it. So, and I started to spread it all out. What's going to be aluminum, what's going to be black. Most of this stuff's going to be black because this is starter and all the pulleys, the front timing chain cover, which I'll have to check and see if this is black or aluminum on these motors. And so I'm undecided on that, and if I want to go custom on it. But of course, aluminum tranny, aluminum block, aluminum heads. The supercharger, I haven't decided if I'm going to do it aluminum and then change it, you know, a few parts up as far as highlights go. But it's got a really nice Shelby snake on there. So I want to make sure I airbrush that so that that stands out. And then I've got the powered by Ford valve covers, which I think I'm going to have these go red to match the interior. So I'll have a little bit of that. So there's where I'm at with some of this stuff. So this is going to be interesting as far as detailing this. So I got to build the motor and detail it. Now, I did paint the exhaust manifolds in steel because they're supposed to be steel headers. Or even stainless steel, but I did them as steel, and I'll have to do the exhaust to make sure it all lines up. Of course, I painted the gas tank steel. This is all blacked out, like the whole chassis is going to be blacked out. And I started working on the other stuff. The sway bar is painted with the steel paint, and the suspension springs and some of this stuff, but the wheels are going to lower it down and the brakes, so it's going to be a little bit odd in those parts, but I'm not re-engineering the kit. It's how the kit was designed. And I think it's going to look good, but I got to level it all out. So once the suspension's in place, one thing I think I'm going to do, been back and forth on the door handles. I think I'm going to paint them black. I'm going to do the lock cylinders in black too. I got the vents right here. They're semi-gloss black along with all the moldings and everything. So I'm liking how all of this is working out. The bumper is this charcoal color and the valance panel. That I believe is a semi-gloss black. I don't remember what I painted that one right now. And, you know, got the vents in there. But I've been doing some of the mock-ups on all this stuff. And one of the last things I did, I'll show you these wheels. I like how these are looking with the gold. So that's the same gold I used on the pinstripe there. So painted that gold. The barrel is the Revell chrome spray. And I'm trying not to make sure I touch it or anything. And then the tire is resin as well, and it's a semi-gloss black. So I got the 4 wheels done, which these can be tedious, but I'll probably do a little bit of detail on the center cap there, and then the 5 lug nuts, I'll hit them with the chrome paint as well, but I haven't gotten that far. But I did get all 4 wheels done. So just try not to. So there's a rear and there's a front, and you can see how much bigger they are. And of course the tires are directional. So I made sure that I got them all in the right directions, 2 rights, 2 left, you know, 1 big, 1 little, making sure I got them all in the right spots. So, but they came out really cool. So I'm really liking how this is, and I'm getting it mocked up, and I'm just getting kind of excited about getting it done, if I can hold on to that, and how it's going. So liking those wheels, getting the suspension done, but trying to figure out exactly what order this stuff is going to go in. And getting that rearview mirror glued in there, that's kind of a pain. It's literally floating, and you got to get your glue in there just right, and then have it hang, and then get your fingerprints off of there. So it's kind of fun to get that going. And that's the third one I've done so far between the other 2 Boss 351s. But I got a little bit of black paint to touch up because I blacked out the back side of the mirror, which a lot of cars by 71 were done that way. I don't remember if these were chrome or black, but I wanted it to match the black trim. So I did that as well. And you can see the foil behind the taillights and just the inside. So pretty excited about this. And it's not going to be much longer. I'll get the interior tub in, get the chassis in, and I'll start working some of those final details. But I got to really work on painting this motor. But that's just kind of an update right now, where I'm at, what my plans are, and we'll continue on with this, of course, you guys. So really do appreciate everything and all your comments and everything. And please check out our sponsor, Hobby Nut Models, which is where this Revell kit came from. And the video description below for everything else. This kit is actually from Iceman Collections, so his site is in the video description as well. So you guys, thank you for tuning in, subscribing, and all your comments and everything. I really do appreciate it, you guys. And you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you next time.